Hey, how y'all doing? Your girl has been gone for a very, very, very long time. I don't know what happened. But welcome. If you're new here, welcome. If you're coming back, just like I'm coming back, welcome. Let's play with some makeup. If you read the title, you saw that we are playing with a lot of brand new makeup. Some of this is like fairly new, and then some of it is just new to me. I've just been in a creative funk, and lately my videos that I have been trying to film just wasn't good, so I haven't filmed anything in months. So if I'm a little rusty, please forgive me. First thing we have to talk about is I actually did get a new moisturizer, I guess, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't really love this. I mean, it's not bad or anything, but I just have such dry skin that this does nothing for me. I actually did have a new primer to test out. It was the Smashbox primer oil, but I absolutely hated it. Not the primer oil, the vitamin, the Smashbox vitamin something. I'll insert a picture up here, but I did not like it at all. It just was not good. So I actually returned that, but I'm gonna use the I Heart Revolution Coconut Dream Hydrating Primer. This is a really good alternative for the Too Faced Hang Up Our RX primer. They literally feel like the exact same thing. We're gonna go in with the Born This Way foundation. My new shade that I have in is Warm Sand, and as always, use a e.l.f. sponge. And this foundation is so good. This does not match me perfectly. It is a little warm for my skin tone, but it's a close enough match that once I start to add concealer and everything, you won't even be able to tell really. So that's the foundation, one layer. You guys can tell that I have not done this in a long time because I never start a foundation. I always do my eyes first. So yeah, let's do that now. But the palette I'm using today is the Too Faced Born This Way, the Natural Matte Palette. And I was so excited when I got this palette because this palette is just, it was literally made for me. I love neutrals, I love browns, I love pinks. Sometimes I love a little bit of shimmer, and this palette has all of that. This is the NYX Proof It Waterproof Eyeshadow Primer. I got this because Juicy Jazz recommends this all the time. She uses it all the time and she seems to really love it, so I wanted to give it a try. Like I said before, this is not my first time doing this video, so I have already tried it and I do really like it. So the first color I'm going to go in is to Nude, and it's a nice, more cool tone beige kind of color. If this is a little dark, I'm going to use a little bit of Seashells and use this as like our transition color. So once we have that, I'm going to go in with Maple, which is a more warm tone brown. We're going to tap this onto the corner. And I'm using my BH Cosmetics Studio Pro number 5 brush. If you have not tried the Studio Pro brushes from BH Cosmetics, you definitely should. They're such high quality. They're not super expensive. They're just my absolute favorite brushes. So I'm gonna go in with this little brush. I feel like this is from Vanity Planet. I think so anyways. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of truffle. You know what? Let me put my tapes on because I want this to be sharp. So I'm just gonna put on my e.l.f. tape. And usually, again, I would do all of this before I ever put foundation on because, you know, you get fallout, but it's okay. So now we're gonna go into my lid. I'm gonna use a little bit of my Born This Way concealer to carve out my lids. We're gonna use the Studio Pro number 9 brush. I cannot talk. I'm gonna let that dry, get a little bit tacky. And we're gonna do the other side. now we're gonna take the shade Rose Gold. I'm just in a pink kind of mood. The brush is working, but I think I'm gonna go with my finger. Just gonna see how that applies. Applying the shimmer shades with your finger appears to give it a little bit more opaqueness. Alright, so I'm gonna clean up my fallout and take off these eye tapes and we'll be right back. So everything's all cleaned up and this is what our eyeshadow is looking like. I'm obsessed with it. I love the way this turned out. This palette is just my absolute favorite. It's just such a really good palette. So going back to our base, I'm gonna go in with my Too Faced Born This Way concealer in Sand. We're just gonna put this all in the usual spots. I've been trying to do this thing where I use a lot less concealer than I usually use. I mean, I'm sure it still probably looks like a lot, but I'm only putting it in like significant places and not just all over my face. I just take whatever I have on my button and just go down my nose. I don't have a new powder. You guys know that I'm super picky about my powders, and I don't know, I didn't feel like I needed to pick up a new one, so I'm just gonna use my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Banana Powder. I've never had an issue with like flashback or any kind of white cast. I will say though, I do want to try the new banana powder from Laura Mercier that they have in the shade Honey. So for bronzer, we have the Revolution Makeup Mega Bronzer. I think this is just from the like normal Revolution line. I don't think this is Revolution Pro. But this is their Mega Bronzer. I have mine in the shade 02, which is Warm. I feel like this only came in 2 shades. It might have been 3. There wasn't many shades for this. I know some people hate that tapping noise. I'm so sorry, but I really need to get this off because I learned last time when I used this that this is very intense and you only need a small amount because things will get out of hand very quickly. Barely touch it and then dust it off. And this is not a bronzer that I would like swirl on my face because sometimes I do that with bronzers. This is more one of those tap in kind of bronzers. I'm just gonna take whatever's left and I'm gonna semi contour my nose, I guess. I don't do like any in-depth contouring, but I do just like to, I don't know, I just feel like it makes your face look unison because if everything's all bronze and your nose is just that one-dimensional kind of look, it looks a little bit strange. So for blush, we have a blush I have been longing to use for forever. This is the Burts Bees Toasted Cinnamon Blush. These blushes, I think it's Toasted Cinnamon, like 2 others that I can't think of the name of right now, but Toasted Cinnamon and one of the other ones are really, really popular. Like these were prime time YouTube blushes. It looks like a brown blush, so you think it's gonna look really nude on the face, but it does have a slight oranginess to it, which I actually really like. And for highlight today, we have Essence Pure Nude Sunlighter. I definitely did not need a new highlight, but I just wanted to get pretty much a full face of new product. So I'm going to use my Studio Pro 18 brush from BH Cosmetics. This is one of those highlights that it can get intense, especially if you spray it, but it's still really subtle. This highlight is really nice. It's not my favorite highlight by any means, but it's really affordable, and like I said, if you're into more of that subtle kind of highlighted look, this would be definitely for you. So I'm gonna finish my eyes, and I'm just gonna take Maple under my eye. And then while we're here, I'm gonna take Shimmering Pearl to highlight my inner corner with. Okay, so for brows, we have new products. Finally, you guys know that I'm a stickler for my brow products and my powders. I do not switch up very often, but I figured you guys wanted to see me use something different, and this stuff from Glossier gets raved about all the time. So we have the Glossier Brow Flick in black. And then we have the Glossier Boy Brow in brown. And I got this in brown because I didn't know how intense of a black this would be. You do need to practice with this a little bit because if you don't really know what you're doing, your eyebrows will look a mess. And this will definitely get intense very quickly. So what I do is I take one of my brow pencils first. It does not matter what brow pencil you use, just whichever one you like. And I just outline the bottom of my brow. Just so I have something to follow. And once I have that fill in, I take the spoolie and just help, you know, kind of hide that pencil line a little. Okay, so now I'm going to take the brow flick. And I don't know how well you guys are going to see because I have to focus when I do this. And I just, anywhere in my brows that look a little sparse, except for the front, because I like that faded look in the front anyways, so I don't use the brow flick on the front, but anywhere from here back that's looking a little bit sparse, I'll just do really easy, soft hair straight, my brow pencil, and just kind of blend all that. And then I'm going to take the brow pencil in the front. And that's how the brow looks. So after I do that, I'm just going to go with my boy brow in the front to add a little bit more color since we really didn't do anything to the front. And then we're just going to go through the rest of the brow. So I have these two new lip pencils from MAC. I've never owned MAC lip pencils before. I got these to do a dupe video with, but that didn't happen. So I'm going to use them today. I have Stripped Down and Chestnut. And then I have these two liquid lipsticks from Maybelline. These are their Super Stay Ink liquid lipsticks. And these are the one from the little coffee line they came out with. So there's a lot of nudes. But these are actually not as nude as I thought they were going to be. But that's okay. And then I also got the new glosses that they came out with. I think I'm going to do Chai Genius. I don't know. This one I thought was going to be more brown, but it kind of looks like it's going to be like orangey almost. Have like an orange undertone. These sound good. For gloss, we have, oh, I didn't tell you the name of that one. The matte ink lipstick that I used was N255 Chai Genius. And the other one I have is a more pinky mauve color, and that's 260 Hazelnut Hypnotizer. And then for the glosses, I have 007 Amber and 008 Stone. It is Amber, and this one is Stone. And I think I'm just gonna go with Amber. I like the way Stone looks, but I think Amber will be better. Okay. I like it, but it is a little too dark for what I was going for. So now, let's see what these magnetic lashes are doing. I've never used magnetic lashes before, so I'm a little bit nervous. This is what they look like. Well, this is the box. It's just the Ardell magnet liner and lashes. These are what the lashes look like, and then it comes with a little liner brush, and I'm assuming the magnetic gel liner. It just looks like a black gel liner. It is a little bit more sticky though. Alright, so that's 2 coats. And it's a little thicker than I wanted, but like I said, this does dry really quickly, and so it starts to kind of tug and try to apply. The actual lash looks like it has 4 little magnets on it, and I'm just gonna apply it. Okay. I don't even know if you guys saw that. I probably wasn't in frame at all, but it really did just kind of stick up there. I think the trick is to try to make the magnetic liner look as nice as possible, because the lashes went on perfectly. So I do get the appeal of these because they did just kind of pop on real quick, and then I felt like if I felt like anything was out of place, I could just move it and not have to worry about taking off my glue and having to redo my lashes. So I do like that. I have to test out how well they hold up for you guys, but First Impressions, they did what they claimed they were supposed to do, and they are really cute lashes. Now I'm just going to set my face with this E.l.f. Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist. I bought this because I saw a couple videos that said it was a dupe for the Urban Decay All Nighter. You guys know how I felt about the Urban Decay All Nighter. The mist on this is so soft. I know some people really like that, and I do too. I don't want anything that's spitting at me, but it's so soft to the point where I feel like I have to put it like this close to my face to feel it. So this is the final makeup look. I really love the way this turned out. I'm pretty much impressed, and I really like everything. Like I said, this wasn't my first time using majority of this makeup, so I had already kind of had an idea how I felt about it. Really like everything. Lip products were great. The eyeshadow palette, this eyeshadow palette I'm obsessed with. Like I said, this is only my second time using it, but this palette is just so good. The eyeshadows perform so well. It has such good pigmentation. It has fallout, but it's nothing crazy. It's nothing that other palettes don't have, and the colors are just my kind of colors. They really just speak to me, so I love this a whole lot. The only new products that I'm not too obsessed with is this Clinque moisturizer. I've still been using it just because I'm in need of a moisturizer, so I have to have something to use. I did order the E.l.f. moisturizer, one of their new ones. It's not the CBD one. It's the one in like the little blue packaging that they came out with. It's finally back in stock, and so I ordered that the other day, so that should be coming in soon. And I think that is more of a thick consistency, at least I hope it is, just because this jelly type formula is just too thin to really penetrate the layers that I need it to. So I'm gonna keep using it because, you know, I spent money on it, but that's not my favorite moisturizer. Also, two products I forgot to mention to you guys that I have been using is the Milani Rose Butter Lip Mask. I do really like this. The one from Laneige is actually my favorite lip mask. It is the best lip product for my dry, crusty lips. Usually I don't have a problem with my lips getting super dry and crusty until winter comes, but fall I think today is the first day of fall, and for the past like 2.5 to 3 weeks my lips have been acting like it's wintertime. So I've been using this and it's been helping, but I'm definitely gonna have to pick up a Laneige lip sleeping mask just because that one performs better to me than this one. And I do not like the smell of rose. I hate rose scented things, but if you don't mind that and you're in need of a lip mask that's gonna really help you out, this is a good option. And I also got the WIM. I guess WIM is a new brand at Ulta, but this is their, what do you call this? Their lip scrub. And I got the one in bubblegum, and it literally smells, why can I not get this out? It literally smells like bubblegum. But I've just been using this in combination with that lip mask because, like I said, my lips have been something serious lately. So yeah, that's pretty much how I felt about these products. I am gonna keep testing this out because I haven't really used this enough to tell you if it's really a dupe for the Urban Decay All Nighter yet. I don't wear on makeup long enough because I haven't been wearing makeup really, but I do like this. So even if it's not a dupe, it was a fairly good price, and it does make my makeup look nice. I don't know if it has longevity, but it also is a good option. So like always, I'm gonna link all the products down below if you guys want to know exactly what I used on my face and what shades and colors everything is in. That'll be in the description bar and description box, not bar. Let's see. Oh, also there are gonna be a couple videos that I'm about to post after this one that are videos that I filmed months ago before I took my hiatus. They were just pre-filmed videos that I just never uploaded. So those, I think it's like 2 or 3 maybe, those are gonna go up, and then a lot of my new videos that I'm getting ready to film will be after that. So yeah, let's hope I can stay consistent this time because the world turns upside down and then I lose all focus. But I'm determined to put out good quality content for you guys and to be consistent about it. So as always, Thank you for watching my videos. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget that like button, leave a comment, subscribe, turn on your notification bell so you never miss a video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.